Hey guys, my name's Colin. I'm an ordinand at KXC, so training to be a vicar. Still got the training wheels on for another couple of years. But today I would love to jump into a little portion of the Bible which I think speaks really well into the moment that we find ourselves in. And it's Matthew chapter 28, verses 5 to 9. And basically this moment, Jesus has just risen from the dead, and Mary and another Mary go to the tomb where he's just risen, and they meet an angel who speaks to them. So let's jump in. The angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus who was crucified. He's not here. He's risen just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples. He's risen from the dead and is going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him. Now I've told you." So the women hurried away from the tomb, afraid yet filled with joy. And it's that little line at the end which got me thinking. It's like, wow, the women hurried away from the tomb, afraid yet filled with joy. Is that even possible? Is it possible to be afraid yet filled with joy at the same time? And it kind of got my mind thinking, and I thought back to the 29th of October 2016. I don't know what you were doing on that day, but it was a lovely sunny day. And I think around 12:30, I was sitting on the front row of a church in Essex. And I was afraid yet filled with joy on that front row, because at any moment my beautiful bride was about to walk down the aisle and we were about to get married. I mean, it was a lovely day. Look at that. Isn't he lovely? And this one's pretty nice as well. That one's pretty good too. It was a great day, absolutely brilliant. And I sat there and I had all my friends and family around. I'd met all the in-laws that I'd never quite met before and did all this. Like, oh, hi, yeah, great. Oh, you're so-and-so, brilliant. Yeah, lovely to meet you. Let's chat later, really looking forward to it. We'd done all of that. And then came the big moment of marriage, committing my life to someone. My life was about to change forever. Who knows what was about to happen? I mean, I knew Rebecca pretty well by that stage, but I mean, it was still taking a risk. But yet, I was filled with joy. I was filled with the love of Rebecca, the love of our family and friends, the life that we were about to embark on. I was filled with joy, but yet I was afraid because I didn't know what life was about to look like. Needless to say, 4 years on, I'm pretty pleased. Everything's gone really well. Excellent decision all round, I think. But here in Matthew 28, we read of Mary Magdalene and the other Mary, as she gets called, which is pretty savage, isn't it? She just gets known as the other Mary. But they've just encountered the risen Jesus. Jesus has just risen from the dead. And in this moment, everything has changed. Eternity itself has changed because they've just met the risen Jesus. A quick jump in the Bible to Luke chapter 2. It's one of our very favourite verses. Every good carol service has it. If it's not in the carol service, it's not a good carol service. Luke chapter 2, verses 9. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, these are the shepherds, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were terrified. But the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy." Don't be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy. And in this moment where the Marys are talking to this angel, they're terrified, but yet filled with joy. Their world has just been turned upside down. And to a certain extent, so's ours. Our world right now has just been turned upside down, and there's many reasons to be fearful. What about finances? What about jobs? What about family? What about friends? What about health? What about the future? The list goes on. But this passage tells us that there's a joy to be had. And where is that joy to be had? That joy to be had is in the resurrection, is in the risen Jesus, the joy of the gospel. This Jesus has defeated death, made a way for us to have relationship with God. This joy is available in the midst of our fears. And that's the challenge I want to leave for you today. It's like this joy is available through the resurrection, through relationship with Jesus. Would we be a people who can be afraid yet filled with joy, just like Mary and the other Mary.